Hey everybody, this is Mo Arnaiz, CEO and co-founder at Weeldi. Super excited today to share a sneak peek with you of the new Weeldi Chrome extension, something our team has been working on very hard for quite some time. This is a huge breakthrough for our customers because it gives them now the ability to both build and manage a significant portion of the templates they have housed on the Weeldi platform. What I'd like to do today is show you how fast and easy it is to add a new automation template using the Chrome extension. So what I'll do is freestyle a quick demo for you here and show you how fast we can add a template to pull down my personal utility bill here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Our provider here is PG&E, so we'll go ahead and enter that in as the data source here in Weeldi, and we'll enter invoice as my data target. The URL here will be the PG&E website, and then we're going to go ahead and answer a couple quick questions that are related to automation on the web. The first one is, does this website require OTP or one-time passcode or password? This is also referred to commonly as two-factor authentication or MFA, multi-factor authentication. Basically what this is the 5 or 6 digit code that's either emailed to you or text to you that you then have to re-enter back onto the website to confirm your identity. Weeldi supports this and supports it at scale, but it's not a requirement for PG&E, so we're going to say no. Then does the website require a secret answer to log in? This is less common, but some websites do require this, which is basically a second form of identification and an answer to a question that you selected previously, like what was the model of your first car or the mascot in your high school. Weeldi supports this. PG&E doesn't require it, so we're going to select no. And then finally, does the website trigger a CAPTCHA at login? This, like OTP, is becoming more and more common as websites look to be more secure and also prevent people from automating irresponsibly across their websites. Weeldi does solve CAPTCHAs, can solve various types of CAPTCHAs from more traditional CAPTCHAs like the squiggly letters or bouncing letters to the more modern ones like Google reCAPTCHA, where you have to click on multiple images to get through. PG&E doesn't require either of these, so what we'll do is we'll select no, and this will take us down to a few items we want to check off before we kick off our recording. Now keep in mind, once we start our recording, we're building a live template, and ultimately this recording is going to be translated into template instructions, which will be used for the template in Weeldi, and we can add additional jobs and automate further tasks using that template. So we want to make sure we have our credentials available, any input values required available. So this would be things like account numbers or company names, essentially any data you have to inject into a form. And then make sure we're familiar with the flow we'll be recording and make sure we're prepared to only click on the items required to complete our flow. We typically recommend customers do a dry run a couple times before kicking off the recording. So we'll say we're ready to go and let's start the recording. As you'll see here, Weeldi is automatically going to open up a new tab in your Chrome browser. Here on the bottom right-hand side, you have this little plaque that basically is counting, showing you that Weeldi is recording. You have the ability to pause the recording if you'd like. If you need to do something else or click on another page to gather some data, you can stop the recording, which will take you back to the Weeldi application to complete the automation, or hit play and continue recording. We'll go ahead and hit play and continue recording this automation. So let me go ahead and enter in my username, then enter in my password here. And then let's sign in. As you'll see with PG&E and a lot of utility websites and also telco websites, typically they're using older technology and are very large systems, so there can be delays in the pages loading. Sometimes they can be a bit choppy. Neither are an issue for Weeldi automating. As long as we can record the automation template, we're able to automate very well in that environment. So here we go. We're on the home page. Now I need to look for my bill. Looks like it's right here, my current bill. So I'll go ahead and click on that. And then once that bill downloads, we can go ahead and stop the automation. Downloads here. We'll stop the automation. And this will take us back to the Weeldi application. So now we're in the Weeldi application, and here we have our video that we can play back if we want to check and make sure that our steps were correct. Or we can go ahead and look at the left side navigation, and each of our actions is automatically documented here with the time. And if we want, we can drill down on that and we can see exactly what that action was. So here at 29 seconds, we requested navigation. And basically that takes us to 29 seconds. And this is when we signed in. If we want to check that step, we can hit play and we can see exactly what happened there. Now, I'm pretty confident with this automation because it was pretty straightforward and I've recorded it a couple times. So I'll go ahead and pause the video and let's go ahead and complete our automation. So now we can enter in additional information to complete our job. So things like our company name, we'll just use Mo's invoice. And the credentials were automatically captured as we entered them into the tool. So those are already there. We can go ahead and enter a download folder. So many of our customers are automatically inputting data if they're using Weeldi to extract data into an SFTP. And we can do automatic folder creation and file renaming to match their ETL process. So let's say we want this to create a folder based off of the company name, and we would like to rename the file based off the data source and the data target, which would be PG&E invoice, and then maybe company name, which would be Mo's invoice, and perhaps the day of the month as well. So we'll go ahead and add in the day, and this file will automatically be renamed using this naming convention. Finally, the last step is, would we like to validate the file? And basically what this means is, do we want to validate that the file is coming in a format we expect? In this case, we expect it to be a PDF, so Weeldi will validate that it is a PDF. In the event that PG&E stops serving a PDF and maybe serves a CSV or Excel instead, the Weeldi job will automatically fail with this validation step and then give you the opportunity to change the acceptable file type or potentially look for the PDF in a different place on the website. So that's basically it. Now I'm going to save the recording. I'm going to upload the recording, and you'll see that this is automatically being uploaded. And what's happening here is this is being compiled and translated into template instructions so that we can have this automatically created in the Weeldi platform. Depending on the length of the automation, this can take anywhere from a few seconds to a few minutes. And looks like that loaded successfully. Now, final step is we can submit the template and we're good to go. Congrats, we've successfully added a new automation template to the Weeldi platform. Hey, thanks guys for your time, and hope to connect. Talk to you soon.